All right, Tasha. So I just finished watching your video that you posted in regards to the informed consent form. It was definitely great watching your video. I learned a lot from the information you provided. As I've shared with other students in the class that we're currently taking with our classmates, it's interesting to me how despite the states we all live in may be different, the informed consent forms are pretty much generic across the board, even though they have some specific indications based on the services provided by the counseling professionals that may differ from state to state. The overall pattern of the informed consent form is pretty much a generic pattern that everyone is following, including general information. So information about the counselor, information about fees and payments of services, talks about confidentiality, talks about the secret policy when working with families and couples, and being sure to emphasize that parents and couples are treated as one client. They are not two individual persons. So when signing the contract for married couples and or families, making sure that families understand that this is one unit. You all are one. I'm providing services to one unit and not to each individual person. And so when it comes to sharing information and talking back and forth, that's something that clients definitely need to be aware of as it relates to having therapy sessions with more than one individual in their family. In regards to your search for the Board of Ethics for the state of Kentucky, I know that for Maryland, the way that I had to research that information was to Google Department Board of Regulations, which is once you obtain your master's degree for professional counseling, in order for you to sign up to take the licensure testing, you have to go to the Board of Regulations website in order to submit your application. So I'm not sure if the state of Kentucky has that particular website, but I would assume that if anyone wants to be a professional counselor and wants to get a license, that you guys would have a Board of Regulations that they would have to respond to, submit applications to, take tests, test results, and those type of things. So I would suggest starting with your Board of Regulations. I know that Maryland specifically board, the Code of Ethics is not just on its own website by itself. It's under the regulations website. So that may be something that you can check for Kentucky. I did try to Google it and was able to pull up like the Kentucky licensing applications and those aspects, but it didn't specifically list Code of Ethics. And maybe even with a local professional counselor that you may know in Kentucky, or just Googling one in your local area, maybe getting some feedback from them to see what the code is as it pertains to your state. Not sure if this will help, but those are some things that I had thoughts about in regards to the question that you posed. So hopefully it helps. Have a good one.